The Dæmons, Part 1, starting in 3, 2, 1, go. And yes, I will be saying the Dæmons this whole time. It's not the fucking demons.
I'll probably end up saying the demons, because that's how I've always pronounced the damn thing.
I'm eating Subway.
Somebody turn their fucking volume down.
That's me.
I'm gonna get a copyright strike.
I'm sorry. Is
not
that
like there's not a copyright strike on every fucking adaptation episode. Anyway, yeah, this is the first commentary we've done in a long time. Holy fuck.
Holy
really
shit,
is.
dude. The Pertwee intro looks so good.
Yeah,
It does.
It looks the restoration work on the entire season 8 set has been really good. It was just really good in general. Like really, really, really damn good.
I haven't gotten the chance to look at it yet, so this is my first time watching an episode on the season 8 Blu-ray set.
I always think outdoor shooting looks really nice on these classic Who Blu-rays.
Well, yeah, because pre-trial of a Time Lord, it's film.
Yeah, and it just looks fucking gorgeous. I love it.
And of course, they try to get like whenever they actually have the original film inserts, they take those and remaster those and then restitch the episodes together.
God, just look at this. I always find the opening of this episode really atmospheric. I love it. Now Brian, do you still not like this story, or have you softened on it?
I haven't watched it since the last time I watched it, so I guess we'll find out.
Fair enough. Welcome back to the Security Kitchen Productions commentaries. I can't guarantee there'll be a regular thing because life has resumed in a lot of places in the world.
We are very busy people, in many ways busier than we were.
It's true. No, seriously, it's absolutely true though. Like it's crazy. Yeah, like I found a lot of the reason that I was getting like such a consistent output of content last year and for the first half of this year was because there was a fucking pandemic and none of us had anything better to do with our lives. I still love doing it, obviously, but I don't have as much time to do it as I would like. And, yeah.
Yes.
I guess this counts as... I was gonna go, but all right.
Oh, no, you go.
I was just gonna say, I guess this kind of counts as our Halloween video this year.
Yeah, it does. It kind of does.
Yeah, it works. It works.
The Demons is a nice spooky episode.
It is. I did a Halloween marathon last year. Like I did like a spooky story for each doctor, and the Dæmons was my Pertwee watch, and it was really great.
I also just love this scene with the doctor basically fucking with Joe. Like, yes, Bessie.
I think I did Brain and Morbius for my 4th Doctor story, and that was a really great Halloween watch. Loved that. What was it for Hartnell? Hartnell was hard to find a spooky story for, but I ended up going with Edge of Destruction because of the atmosphere in it.
I would have done Pyramids of Mars for Tom.
I went with Morbius. I think Morbius is just, it fits the bill of like just classic spooky Hammer horror-esque story. But then 2 I did Web of Fear, 5 I did Snake Dance, 6 I did Revelation of the Daleks, 7 I did Ghostlight, 9 I did I do Empty Child or did I do Unquiet Dead? I think I did Empty Child, Dr. Dances. 10 I went with Impossible Planet Satan Pit. 11 I did... Fuck, what did I do for 11?
It seems like in every one of these videos, I'm eating.
Yeah,
yes.
You really are. I think I was sick. Was I sick in the last commentary? What was the last commentary? I'm sick now too.
Can I make an excuse? Real quick, whenever we do these, it's normally like after I get off work, so I haven't had dinner yet, and I'm a hungry boy.
And we love you all the same.
Look, there ain't nothing better than eating Harvest Cheddar Sun Chips and watching a Pertwee story, okay?
Sure.
The only thing that would make it better is a little bit of vodka.
Well,
I love I love how just sort of atmospheric this first episode especially is. Like it's this very nice slow pace, but like never so much in a bad pace. Like say like because they're like definitely 6-parters where episodes drag. Like this does not drag.
I actually don't mind this first episode all that much. I really like the setup for this story.
the story overall is great.
My one complaint might be the sidelining of John Pertwee at points. Just 'cause-
There's a big issue I have with this story, and I'll talk about it later. Actually, I'll just mention it now. There's a real big dick to Joe at points in this story, and I don't like it.
Oh, that's right. I did Time of Angels, Flesh and Stone for 11, Mummy for 12, and Villa Diodati for 13.
Like, let me explain why I don't like that 3's kind of biggest dickest to Joe in this story. If I feel like that would be more appropriate for a story earlier on in the season, like Terror of the Autons, because he's a big dick to Joe in that, and that's fine, because that's just the beginning of their relationship. But by here, it's been established a little bit.
He's only sort of a dick in like the first episode, though.
Ricola.
There's a scene later on where he essentially tells Joe to shut the fuck up.
I also love just this crotchety professor character. He's like, no, just follow me into this deep, dark crypt.
Can I get copyright struck for doing the Ricola jingle?
For what?
I did the
You did the Ricola? I don't know. Maybe.
I don't know. I have a Ricola in my mouth. I'm fucking tired, in case you couldn't tell. I did a live stream earlier today. I don't know. I'm fucking out of it.
Whose live stream were you on?
So I worked all morning. I got off work. About 10 minutes after I got off work, I had to be on Dylan's live stream because we were talking some Series 13 preview stuff, which is cool. And then I got off. I had time to eat dinner. I read a little bit, and then I joined Discord call for a little bit, and now I'm here. So it's been a busy day.
That sounds like a busy day.
And I was at rehearsal. I was at rehearsal last night for the Playman, and that was a lot. And I'm also getting my ass kicked by sinuses right now, so that's fun.
I need to start keeping my eye open for local theaters which are opening back up. Because I want to get into some more stage acting, because I'll tell you what, Joey, the voice acting thing has not been doing so great.
Why is that?
I don't know. Just nobody wants me, I guess. I just suck, I suppose. So.
Not really. I mean, nobody wants me either, but that's mostly because, like you and me, we keep to ourselves and we do our own projects.
I mean, I've auditioned for stuff. It's just nobody wants me.
See, my thing is I don't really audition for anything, so I don't know.
Unless
I was asked today.
It's Doctor Who, and I'm playing Paul McGann or Colin Baker. Nobody wants me.
I mean, I'd cast you and shit. Like, if you just had to audition for like a normal dude and gave a good audition, I'd fucking cast you.
You have cast me after I've auditioned before.
That's true. It's true.
That's true.
'Cause
Sorry,
you're good.
I'm getting sucked into the story because I genuinely love the Demons, and
Well, by all means, I haven't caught up with Brian in a while, so you watch the story, and me and Brian will talk.
You'll just probably get
to keep it
my comments.
semi on track. There are, unlike with a lot of stories I don't like, there are a lot of positives about this one that I'll admit to.
Damaris Heyman, aka Miss Hawthorne.
Yeah,
No, no.
I like Miss Hawthorne. Miss Hawthorne is a positive. The novelization of this story is pretty poopy too. Not a huge fan of it.
I own the Tarkin novel.
What is it with Barry Letts not writing good Who novels? Apparently,
but
Who
writing
knows?
good stories, like his prose, I guess, isn't that great.
yeah, like
The Dæmons novelization is just really, really dry.
He's very mechanical, isn't he?
yeah, because he's like that in Ghosts of End Space too.
I was gonna say, yeah, because I like the Ghost of End Space audio, but the book isn't great.
You know, I'm kind of surprised that this story is like so well remembered in a lot of ways.
I think I may understand why I'm not a huge fan of this story. I've never watched it out. Well, hold on. I've never watched it out of context of the rest of season 8. And by the time, normally when I see this story, it's at the end of a season 8 marathon. I've done a couple of those. So I think master fatigue sets in for me.
I don't think so, because I showed my one friend we are in order, and like we did all of season 8 relatively fast. And
did you do
we got
sitting?
2 sittings. 2 sittings. Yeah, it was Terror of the Autons through Claws the one day, and then Colony and Dæmons the following. And like we finished Dæmons, and he was like immediately like, yeah, that's the best story of the season by far. It's fucking brilliant.
Yeah, I think my favorite's Mind of Evil.
My favorite's also Mind of Evil.
For me, it would be Terror of the Autons is my favorite. This is the second. Claws is third. Mind of Evil's fourth, and Colony's last.
Actually,
I
love all.
Season 8's a pretty.
I love how like a plot point is literally just the roadside spinning around. So that's how the Doctor gets lost. Like
Joey. Sorry,
yeah.
Jake. Continue.
Well, I was gonna say it's a good question. Like, does magic exist in this story?
Actually, yeah, that's a good point. I think it's a little too underplayed for my liking, though. I'd like it if there's a bit more of it. Or if it was left a bit more open-ended, I suppose. Is there magic question?
Yeah.
Well, I'd argue it is because we don't ever really get explanations the most for like the wind and the police officer trying to murder Miss Hawthorne. Okay, I don't know why I love that first shot, the like those first 2 shots of the Master for some reason.
Wait, look at the lad. Look at the lad. Oh, look at him. Oh, that's sad. Sorry, what were you gonna say before, Brian?
What was I gonna say?
You said my name and then you let Jacob.
Oh, I remember what I was gonna say. I was gonna mention something about season 8 to you.
Okay.
Is the strongest season 8 story on par with the weakest season 7 story in your?
No. I like Terror of the Autons and the Daemons more than Ambassadors of Death, but I like every other season 7 story more than that.
Well, that's what I'm
I
saying.
will say season 7 and 8 are probably the best Pertwee seasons.
I'll agree, but no. I don't think it's on par with the worst. I think they're better than the worst.
I'd say even Mind of Evil is better than Ambassadors, and you know how much I love Ambassadors.
Yeah. No, I'm aware.
Go watch the Ambassadors of Death commentary. It's fucking terrible, but there's a great joke at somewhere in episode 2 or 3 where where we joke about the Silurian sex sex playlist. Do you remember that?
Mm-hmm. Which also reminds me of, you remember that one time you and I did a birthday marathon?
Yeah.
I think part of that was probably what convinced us to do the commentaries, because we were sleep deprived and made Daleks a porno.
Yeah, we did. It was 50 Shades of Scarrow. Yeah, I remember that. Because I took the one shot of Hartnell on his knees in front of the Daleks and and like repurposed as like an erotic poster.
Good shit. Good shit.
Yeah. That's a good time. Yeah.
It's a shame we didn't record that.
Is this a night shoot, or is this just day for night? Like, you don't think Doctor Who would get stuff for like a night shoot in the early 70s. But it could be a night shoot.
I think they're doing it in a big tent.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's too well lit to be an actual night shoot. In the 70s, that is.
I know they did some really good night shoots on Talons. But Talons also has, the darker direction. Christopher Barry's direction is just really good.
Oh yeah.
There's the other boy.
Actually, why have we never done a Talons commentary? That'd be a great discussion.
It would be.
I don't want to touch that with a 10-foot pole.
I mean, I understand why, but at the same time,
I like Talons, but there's a reason I don't want to talk about it.
I understand your reasoning, but at the same time, it's just a great story.
I still find it fascinating that basically until the end of the Pertwee era, like, they were still filming like the Hartnell and Troughton eras. Like, they were pretty much doing it in story order as live. But like, you were able to do slightly more takes.
I actually, being a college student who's getting into like production stuff, Jacob, I actually tried to bring up this point earlier because one of my classes is called Elements of TV, Film, and Animation, and we were talking about how acting on screen has evolved since TV was invented
in like the 50s.
In the 50s, where it was essentially you were acting on stage, but there was a camera there instead to more dynamic shots, sort of like movies. And I didn't actually get to bring it up. I got washed over by some other points, but you can sort of see that happening with Doctor Who too. Like, you look at the very first episode, and I mean like the unaired pilot for the show.
That is very stagey. A lot of.
I mean,
there are a couple. There are a couple of very nice stuff that Hussein does in an Earthly Child to make it not just so stagey. He does some really nice framework.
What I like about Doctor Who is to me, it's a really good show, and you can sort of see that evolution of TV happening in front of you. And this is an example of it, where it's still a little stagey, but not quite as much as it was when it was.
Well, let's even take this
before.
shot. This that last shot of the master at the altar. That is like not a stagey angle. That is a
No, it isn't.
I think Christopher Barry is one of those directors who, from the very beginning, sort of got TV. He's not like, say, Richard Martin. Like, if you compare episode 1 of the Daleks to episode 7 of the Daleks, they're vastly different, like, shot-wise.
Yeah. Which of them did? Wait, which of them did episode 2 of the Daleks?
That was Barry.
Okay. I was just thinking like that.
Martin did like 3, 6, and 7.
Okay. Because I was like that one shot, the big Dalek reveal, like when they pan out on the control room there, is totally a Barry shot. I love that.
It's the let's draw back. Let's get the shot.
Dude, I adore that shot.
Also, I'm surprised this, like, I find it fascinating, like, if you're looking at, like, who was allowed to get away with. Like, between the 60s, pretty much through Hinchcliffe, they were allowed to get away with a lot. Like, they got away with a lot. And they wouldn't start really getting away with a lot of, like, crazy stuff, really, until McCoy again. Like,
yeah.
Like,
well, Colin, I would say.
Colin got away with violence, but like this is an episode basically doing Satanism on a television show for children.
What?
What, Brian?
I said, fuck.
And here's Mary Had a Little Lamb backwards.
Is that what it is? Okay.
That's what it is. That's what it is.
Oh, that is funny.
I think they were originally going to do like the Lord's Prayer backwards, but then they're like, no, that's a bit too on the nose. We'll get complaints.
That's fucking funny. I love that.
I'm guessing that Joe falling down in that long shot was not scripted, just because Katie Manning could not see to save her life.
No, God, no.
Why wouldn't they let Katie Manning just wear glasses as?
This is a good ass cliffhanger.
It is.
I do
so
like
good.
this cliffhanger. I actually just like this episode. This episode on its own, really fucking solid. Middle of the story drags for me.
Oh, there it is. Fucking love that shot. Look at that. That's gorgeous. I love that.
Again, Christopher Barry knows how to frame a shot really well.
Oh, there it is. The glow. Oh, I love the eyes. Look at that. Oh, everything about this just fucking works. Oh, it's so good. What a fucking cliffhanger. Oh, goddamn.
Joe Grant
dude.
Reminds me of my grandmother.
Holy shit.
For some reason.
This is one of those stories that like you forget how legitimately brilliant it is until you're actually in the moment watching it. Like, oh
yeah,
my
you're
God.
just you're sitting down. It sucks you in. I also season 8 is also like they changed some technical stuff here from season 7 that I really like. Like you'll notice the credits are in time with the theme music for the first time in this season.
Yeah.
Like
I think I had that same issue with Inferno. Like I tend to downplay Inferno's greatness, but when I'm actually watching Inferno, like,
Inferno is my second favorite Doctor Who story on television. Like it is.
Like I shared this story when we did the Celestial podcast on season 7, but like last time I watched Inferno, I was legitimately holding my breath at the one cliffhanger, and the episode ended, and I was like, holy fuck! I didn't even realize that I was like that on edge until the credits started rolling. It's fucking insane.
I'll tell them the story I have next episode.
The Dæmons Part 2, starting in 3, 2, 1, go. And we are back. What was your story, Brian?
Okay, yeah. So Inferno. Have I? Because you were talking about Inferno.
Yeah.
So the last time I watched Inferno was the first time I liked it.
Really?
What the fuck is wrong with you? What is wrong with you, Brian? My fucking god.
Okay, well, listen. So the first time I watched Inferno, I was little baby boy, so I didn't remember it. The second time I watched Inferno, my mom was making fun of it the entire time, and I didn't understand what was going on because she was in the same room and talking over it. So the third time I watched Inferno, which was like a year and a half ago,
Turn on your TV here.
I watched it and loved it. It's really good.
Nice. Most of the world knew this already. Fuck, I swallowed too hard. Anyway, Brian, what have you been reading lately, Brian?
I've been catching up on this kids series I used to read, and I've been listening to. I haven't really read.
Jacob, turn down your damn TV.
I haven't really read anything recently. I've sort of just
Gotcha.
been sticking mainly to audiobooks. I started reading All Flesh is Grass. Finally.
Oh, okay. That's fine.
Because I want to hurry up and listen to Echoes of Extinction because it's been sitting in my Big Finish account for a long time.
Yo, I'm really mad you stopped reading the EDAs because they got really damn good.
They did.
I need to find the time to just sit down and power through the first couple chapters of Scarlet Empress because I'm sure Scarlet Empress is really good. I just have this issue where I think for some reason I think everything Paul Mars writes is going to be really poopy and then it ends up being really fucking good.
Why? Like, yeah, Mars is like.
I don't know why you think that.
I don't know why either. I have this bad habit of judging things by their covers, and normally Paul Mars covers sort of end up being badly designed for like big.
Well, yeah, I feel like that's almost by design. Like Paul Mars chooses like the gaudiest looking thing to fucking sell his product on, and just see how many people buy it. And it's always great.
So really what needs to happen is I just need to get through the first couple chapters of that damn book, and then I'll be hooked, I'm sure. But
they say Lungbarrow in that
one. I've been putting it off.
Because right
like
now
the Scarlet Empress cover is really shit. It really makes me
I actually like that cover. I like the cover a lot.
Really don't.
Well, you're
Aren't you
fucking
on
wrong.
Earthworld, Joey?
I am on Earthworld. Earthworld had a weird start. I don't know. It was not at all the book I was expecting it to be. But now I'm like 2/3 into it, and I'm really enjoying it.
It's Jacqueline Rayner, so you're in safe hands.
Oh, Jacob,
I have a question. Like the start of it wasn't very promising, but whatever.
I have a question for you, Jacob.
Yes.
Speaking of books, I'm now on the appendices for Lord of the Rings. Do I need to read those?
You'd get a kick out of them.
I'd get a kick out of them?
You'd get a kick out of them because I know you love the Silmarillion.
Okay.
I've never actually read them. I've only skimmed them. But yeah.
I might just I might just save it for later. I think I'm a bit Tolkiened out.
Yeah.
I've listened.
Are you listening to them?
Yes, I am.
Who's reading them?
Not Andy Serkis, because I started listening to them before Andy Serkis
Released
thing
those,
was
yeah.
even announced.
Well, I mean, even so, who's the narrator?
It's the Rob Inglis one.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Hey, anyone know any good Stephen King narrators?
The guy I listened to who read Carrie was pretty good.
Do you remember the name at all?
Let me look real quick. You guys talk about the Dæmons while I look.
Because I guess I spend a lot of my like actual reading time reading Who books. So like if I'm like branching out into other things, I try to like make them audible things. Like I'm going through the Sherlock Holmes stuff and I'm doing all the Stephen Fry versions.
The Stephen Fry.
So I like, so I like a really good narrator. It's hard to find. It's hard to find like narrators that I can get really attached to, and that's how I get invested in stuff.
So the only audible one that for Carrie is narrated by Sissy Spacek, who obviously played the part.
Yeah.
Okay, because I listened to the audiobook for Carrie through my library Overdrive account. So let me see who the narrator was for that, because now I'm just interested.
If you want a really good fantasy series that has really good narration, either the Mistborn trilogy or the Stormlight Archive, or obviously Wheel of Time, they're all narrated by the same people, and they're really good narrations and also really good books. But I don't want to make you jump into like a giant unfinished series like Mistborn. I think you get a kick out of the Mistborn trilogy because it's a trilogy. They're not short.
I guess it was Sissy Spacek. That makes sense. Anyway, that audiobook is really good, Joey. You should listen to it.
Okay. All right.
I've never read Carrie.
Also, I have like a shit ton of Audible credits right now because I haven't had like anything that I've been actively seeking out to use them on.
I tried the Mistborn trilogy. I think you'd like it a lot. It's
wait. Audible credits don't expire, do they?
I think they expire after like 2 years if you don't use them.
Oh,
I think it's a year, actually. So I've got a lot of stuff actually saved up to listen to on my Audible account. May I read to you what I have at the moment?
See, Brian, the next thing you should listen to is The Eye of the World.
I don't have that yet.
Oh, I never got Sandman Act 2. Let me do that actually.
Yeah, dude, it's really good. I love a lot of the other casting that they did. Yeah.
Oh God. Oh fuck.
What is it with us watch Joey, the two of us watching stories with devil's hoof prints in such a short span of time?
I don't know. There we
go.
Okay, so there's Sam. Yes.
This is what I got in my Audible, all right? This is what I haven't listened to yet. I haven't listened to The Children of Hurin, Dune, Blade Runner, Brave New World, Corpse Marker, Necroscope, Patrick Troughton the Biography, Awaken Online Catharsis, Scythe, Reincarnation Blues, When You Find Me, Who Censored Roger Rabbit, The Chronicles of Narnia, We're All the Same in the Dark, Over the Woodward Wall, and 1984.
Have you read / listened to The Witch Hunters, the Doctor Who novel?
I have not.
There's an audiobook of that read by fucking who's it read by? That's it, David Collins. Yeah. And I hear it's excellent. I mean, the book is excellent, and David Collins is a great narrator. So I would imagine it's great. So
I think he reads Corpse Marker too. I could be
does
wrong.
He?
Though.
Oh, that would make sense because he's in Watch of Death. But...
Yeah.
So this episode has a very sort of like calm before the storm feel. Like even though you've had the weird stuff happening in episode 1, the Doctor's now out of action, and it's just sort of like that uneasy calm of like the sun is shining. but also there might be a Satan running around.
Patrick Troughton, the biography, is narrated by Michael Troughton. It's also written by Michael Troughton.
Okay, there's a Misery audiobook read by Lindsay Krause. That's interesting.
Ah, the Brigadier's in bed.
Oh, I fucking love this scene.
So apparently, in the original script, you were supposed to see the Brigadier's wife, Fiona.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Huh. Wait, do you have info text on? Fuck you.
Yes, I love the infotext.
Jacob, Jacob, you know at this point it's obligatory that I make fun of you for having info text on.
Yes, I know. I know it's obligatory. I'll still do it.
I love Benton's red pants and his sideburns.
Dude, I fucking love this. Is Benton's best story. I fucking
I
love
wish
this.
I had sideburns like Benton.
Is
They
yeah,
shoved
yeah.
them in a
I
trunk.
had to grow sideburns when I did Sherlock. It was,
I think sideburns suit you, Joey.
do they? I don't know.
Yeah,
I
but
didn't
then
like
again,
them.
I
honestly really
I
didn't
really
like them.
like I really like sideburns because they hide a really stupid formation on my face.
That's fair. See me, I
It's
just
like,
hate the way my facial hair grows out. So like, I think any way it comes in looks fucking stupid on me.
the way my cheekbones are created, where it attaches to my temple, I guess, it sort of juts out a lot, so I kind of look like a frog if I don't have sideburns. I feel like I look like Boss Noss, you know what I'm saying?
My son Brian bless him. Yeah.
So that's why I have sideburns. Fun fact.
Nice.
Because I know I've posted a few photos to Twitter where I obviously I have sideburns because I have sideburns. People have commented on them, been like, dude, the sideburns make you look way older than you actually are. And I'm just like, I like them, so leave me alone.
Do you have? I forget, Brian. Are you like at all interested, or have you experienced in any way the Sandman?
I got it. It's actually on my Audible as well for free.
As far as I haven't heard the Audible version. I'm going to be listening to the Audible version soon. I'm reading the omnibus, and I hear the Audible version is a pretty faithful adaptation, right, Jacob?
It is word for word in most places. I think basically what Dirk Maggs did, the idea was that like this would be the faithful adaptation.
Well, yeah, and the Netflix one is the one that could take liberties.
Yeah. Well, it was also because it was also partially because Gaiman wanted like accessibility of the Sandman to like the more to like the blind.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Because like you can't do a graphic novel in Braille.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Wait a minute. That's weird. Aren't those like electronic squeaking noises? I promise you, I'm not very far behind, if I even am behind. I know it just happened, but aren't those meant to be bats? The things that
What?
Benton a few like 30 seconds ago was like holding his head and like scrambling on the floor. You
I
saw
don't
that,
think
Are
scene,
they?
so.
right? Like the electronic squeaking that goes on in that scene those are meant to be bats. Right? Am I just stupid? Am I crazy?
I think that's just Dudley Simpson's score. Okay, this is. We were talking about direction in episode 1. Yeah, this is like really nice experimental. Like you have all the weird. Like the weird colors and things.
Eureka!
I have one more Audible credit. Give me a suggestion. Anything.
Mistborn.
Uh,
The first
Something
Mistborn
that I
book.
don't have to like. Something standalone.
who censored Roger Rabbit? Because apparently it's way different from.
Well,
Who
the
Framed
first
Roger
Rabbit.
Rabbit.
Book is fairly standalone. It's the first in the trilogy, but it's fairly standalone.
Because, like, did you know, Joey, Who Framed Roger Rabbit is actually based on a noir novel that is very adult. Apparently. That's why I have it in my Audible, because I heard about it and I was like, no fucking way. Also, Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter. It's by no means a work of high art, but Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter is at least fun.
Oh, you could get the Good Omens audiobook.
That's true. I've never read Good Omens. I'm not really too familiar.
Yeah, you could pre-order like the full cast version. That's gonna be sort of like it's gonna be the unabridged audiobook, but all the dialogue is read by actors, including David Tennant and Michael Sheen.
Who reads the Good Omens audiobook? Just the full audio.
Oh, Martin Jarvis.
Oh, fuck! Really? Jeez.
A really good Martin Jarvis audiobook, if it's on Audible, I don't know if it is Lord of the Flies.
I'm seeing two different versions here, Jacob.
Yeah,
there's one that has like there's one that has like the TV show poster on it, and then one that does not.
The TV show poster one, I think, is the one with Jarvis.
Okay, let me see who the other one's narrated by.
It's probably the full cast one.
It's the Radio 4 one. Okay, so all right, so I would go with. Okay, I see. Got it.
I think it's like 12 hours long or so.
Yeah, that seems right. Okay. Yep. Okay. Yeah, I'll get that then. Fuck yeah.
Aww. The only Lord of the Flies available on Audible right now is the one that's narrated by the author. Sad.
All right, so I got Sandman Act 2, Misery, and Good Omens.
Yeah.
I've never read Misery. I love the film, but I've never read it. So
apparently the film didn't change much.
Yeah, as far as I know, it's pretty faithful.
Oh, Joey, have you seen 2001: A Space Odyssey?
Yes, I have.
Okay. Because I haven't, but you know what I've read?
What's that?
2001: A Space Odyssey. This is something that I guess I didn't know and most people don't know. But the sci-fi writer Arthur C. Clarke actually teamed up with Stanley Kubrick to make 2001: A Space Odyssey. And, you know, they basically had this plot that they formulated together. Then they went their separate ways. And so C. Clarke released a novelization, or I guess a novel, like just before the film released.
Okay.
And you're sort of, the idea was you were meant to read the book and then watch the movie as sort of one thing.
Okay. I didn't
obviously know the movie was so good that, you know, that concept sort of got lost in translation, but you're supposed to read the book then watch the movie.
So how's the book?
The book is fucking phenomenal. I loved it.
Is there an audiobook of it?
Yes, there is. It was the narrator for it's pretty cool too. So like, if you get another Audible credit, you know, put that in.
I will. I think I have mine coming up next like early next month. I'm not sure.
Well, mine just came in yesterday, and I still haven't used it.
Well, if you, I think actually the audiobook version apparently of 2001: A Space Odyssey, looking at it now, is included. If you have like that sort of,
Oh, is it?
yeah.
Oh yeah, it is. That's how I listened to it. I didn't buy it.
Yeah, that's how I got my Sandman and my Sherlock Holmes collection. Are you, speaking of, well, Sandman, I guess comic things, Brian, are you familiar with Flashpoint at all?
Yes, I know.
I'm assuming you've seen the movie.
Essentially what it. I have not seen the movie. I know essentially
Oh,
what it is. I thought the idea of a Thomas Wayne Batman sounded really cool, and I wanted to read
dude,
more
it's
into
yeah.
it.
It's
But then I
fucking cool,
realized
yeah.
it was part of a larger story and not just its own thing, and I was turned
I
off.
mean, so comic wise, I mean, Thomas Wayne Batman is part of the main story. Um, he's like the second main character right behind the Flash himself. Um, but and he's like a big part of the movie, so you can just watch the movie and you'll get a shit ton of Thomas Wayne Batman content. And but comic wise, he's in the main story, and then there's a little like 3 tie-in issues that are like all about that Batman and his backstory. So it's cool.
And Martha
That's cool.
Wayne Joker,
Yeah. Yep. Yep.
because that's what sounded awesome to me. I was like,
Yeah. It's
Thomas Wayne
dude, it's
Batman
fucking
and
sick.
Martha Wayne is the Joker. Fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah. Yeah. It's fucking sick. Yeah.
So I briefly looked into it, and then I was like, I don't want to read all of Flashpoint Paradox.
I mean, it's only 5 issues, and like I said, Thomas is a big part of the actual story. Because then Thomas finds out that like Barry's from a world where his son is alive, and so that's what sort of drives him to help Barry restore the timeline and all that.
Makes sense.
I love kind of the weird music score Simpson does for this.
Look at him go!
I think we found the big thing Brian hates in this. My son Bach. I love Bach.
No, I actually like Bach.
I love Bach.
I know they try to give this a science explanation, but it's basically all magic. Like, we're playing with Clark's law. It's indistinguishable from magic.
Was that episode an episode that was in black and white at one point? Like the color copy was lost?
I'm not sure.
I do not know.
I wonder if it was, because I have like a strong childhood memory of that cliffhanger and it being in black and white. I could be wrong though. I probably am.
Oh yeah.
Yes, actually, yes. Every episode except episode 4 had to be color restored.
So that means the VHS version was not in color.
No, the VHS was in black and white. It wasn't color.
It was.
Because they had the American color tapes.
Oh, okay.
Which didn't look great. Let's be honest. When you do the VHS color restoration days were awful. Like, amazing that they could do it, but not great.
Bad.
But
I straight up remember most of Inferno was in black and white.
The Dæmons, Part 3, starting in 3, 2, 1, go. Doctor Who theme.
Yeah, great theme. I find it fascinating that they actually had to none of the Pertwee theme was produced in color. Like they added the color in later.
Yeah.
Like
Daily Doctor
makes...
Who challenge number 10. How far up my ass can I shove 11 sonic screwdrivers? Let's find out.
Shut the fuck up.
Brian, we made it 2 episodes.
I did.
I fucking hate you.
That way, people who have been listening to the entire
This is
thing get a
recording,
nice
right?
little treat.
Blah.
The reason why you can't pick it up, Joe, is because my cock is too large.
No.
Shut up.
Brian.
And Bach heard that the doctor's cock is large and is coming to eat it.
Shut up.
Bach needs his cock.
Is this the first instance of the Venusian lullaby?
Yes, it is.
It must be. There's nothing to fear with mumbo jumbo. Says the guy who was summoning a demon by singing Mary Had a Little Lamb backwards. I don't. He did.
What?
See, this story kind of deals a little bit with like the idea of belief. Like,
The what?
Like belief in magic. Like,
I thought you said the leaf and like
no, belief.
Okay.
Turns out Jacob was a green witch all along, and now his family are going to persecute him.
Damn. I love Roger Delgado with those fucking glasses.
It is literally...
It's a good disguise because it's not over the fucking top like
No.
all of
it is-
Ainley's
It
disguises.
is literally akin to the glasses, big nose, and mustache disguise.
No, it's the
What
Clark
it
Kent
reminds me of.
disguise.
It's a classic.
I will say, the sound on this has been very nicely restored.
Oh yeah, they've done a lot of work on this. I think it looks better than it definitely looks better than the DVD. Especially
I thought
places.
the Blu-ray would look worse, honestly.
I mean, there are people who say that's the thing that happens. There are people who claim that season 19 looks worse on Blu-ray than it does on DVD, which I don't get. I also think it's just amazing that we're getting anything pre Tom Baker on Blu-ray, anyways. Like, other than obviously Spearhead, because Spearhead's all film. But like pre Tom Baker, you don't for episodes that's the like you don't have everything in its original format.
Imagine if we only had telesnaps of Pertwee's run. How upset
I
would actually kill myself. Like no word allowed. That'd be the end of my existence.
I mean, the good news is that we would at least have Spearhead. Because that was on film, and they kept film.
Yeah, but I wouldn't have Silurians. Imagine watching the Silurians. You don't even get to see it, and all you get to hear is that fucking soundtrack. That's it. That's all you fucking have.
Yeah.
Imagine that.
Climax.
Like I love Silurians, but if it was lost, it would not be my favorite story. I know that for a fact.
You would have episodes 1 and 5 of Ambassadors of Death. Because those tapes always existed.
How about Inferno?
I think Inferno might have undergone like an enemy of the world treatment if it was lost.
Apparently, there's this really good sci-fi show that was produced around time, some of this Pertwee stuff was being produced. Most of it's gone. It's called Doom Watch.
I think I've heard of that.
Wasn't that by Jerry Davis and Kit Pedler?
I think I want to watch what remains of it because it sounds really good, but it's a shame it's missing.
So yeah, you would have all of Spearhead, episodes 1 and 5 of Ambassadors, and then no episodes until episode 1 of Claws of Axos.
Jeez.
You'd have 1 and 4 of Claws of Axos. None of Colony in Space. 4 of the Demons.
What would be our first complete story then?
I'm trying to figure that out. Day of the Daleks.
Jesus, imagine coming back and it's fucking that. Like at least 2 of the Cybermen is the first complete story in a long time, and it's actually good.
Yeah, it's Day. Curse of Peladon would be completely missing.
Actually, wait, I should clarify. I like Day of the Daleks, but it's just that wee bit shit that like makes me kind of apprehensive.
Yeah. You'd have the back half of the Sea Devils. You'd have 4, 5, and 6 of the Sea Devils.
Jeez.
Tell me more. Give me more.
You'd have episodes 4, 5, and 6 of the Mutants.
Huh.
Praise be.
I would hate it even more than I do now.
You would have episode 6 of the Time Monster.
Oh, that's it? Come on. That'd be horrible.
Good news, you'd have all of the 3 Doctors.
Let's fucking
3 Doctors would exist intact. So would Carnival of Monsters. So would Frontier in Space.
Wow.
All but episode 3 of Planet of the Daleks would exist.
Damn.
I think all of Green Death would. All of Green Death would exist.
Season 10 would get out pretty lucky. Yeah. Jeez.
All of Time Warrior would exist. You wouldn't have episode 1 of Invasion of the Dinosaurs, but you have 2 through 6. You would have all of Death to the Daleks. I think basically you would basically have everything from that point. Death to the Daleks on.
And imagine seasons 10 and 11 being the best surviving lost seasons.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Well, okay, season 11 I love. I love season 11. Like with
season
all
10
my heart.
is good, but like we nearly dodged a bullet. And I think it's also just amazing.
What?
I was gonna say Time Warrior on the brain now. I haven't heard your thoughts on anything Series 13 related.
Oh. That's because I don't really have any thoughts. I'm kind of I mean, it looks promising, but also I don't want to get my hopes up because track record exists.
Yeah, I get that. At the very least, though, I love the Santoran design.
Oh, so do I.
Not gonna lie, that is my favorite Santoran design of all time. I fucking love that thing.
I think I still prefer the 2 Doctors designs.
What? Wait, that was your favorite before?
Yeah.
What? Lynx is right there.
Nah, I like the two doctors' masks better.
Ugh.
This is an interesting sort of like morality. The whole idea of like the Daemons being all like interfering in Earth's history.
Fan theory: the Osirans and the demons are one and the same.
Oh, hi, Craig Hinton.
Fucking Craig Hinton.
I don't think that's something Craig Hinton actually did, but it sounds like something Craig Hinton would do.
Dabs and Craig Hinton.
Oh, that's right, Jay. You're gonna hate it.
What, Quantum Archangel?
Yeah.
Did you like Quantum Archangel?
No. Mm-mm.
It's a shame. Hinton can do really good stuff.
Millennial Rights is right there. Crystal Bucephalus. I love those two books. Everything else I've read of his is shit.
He really just wanted to write a Dalek story, didn't he?
Yeah. Yeah. Craig Hinton.
Does Quantum Archangel have the Delgado Master in it?
No. Hinton's the first guy to do the whole. Well, I mean, Just Pretty was already out at that point, but he was the first guy to like actually give a dramatization of Ainley becoming the Beaver's master again.
Oh.
Yeah, they show. Oh, they show. He plays out how the Trocken body decayed and all that. And then and it involves the Crotons for some reason. It's fucking stupid.
Yo, that almost sounds like another book I know.
No. We are not going to have alien body slander.
Look, once the Crotons get introduced into that story, it is not as good.
I think the book is still good, but I think everything the Crotons is in is fucking stupid. Like other than that, I love the book.
Yeah, those are my feelings on it. But
Here's the but like
the
I don't think
sections-
I don't think the Crotons' involvement like actively like damages any scene that they're in, but I don't think they should be there.
Well, I'm keeping the Crotons because I like the
it-
Crotons.
Any
alien
bit
bodies.
with the Crotons and alien bodies really drags for me. I don't like them.
I mean, it's still like a 9 out of 10 book.
Yeah, it's a really good book. It's pretty solid.
Sorry for my disgusting sinus noises today.
Yeah, you're sick.
Oh, I don't know what you're talking about, Joey.
Shut the fuck up.
One of my favorite memes recently has been the Scooby-Doo gang catchphrases meme. I don't know why. I just think it's really funny.
I don't think I know that one.
Okay, so it basically is a video of all the Scooby-Doo characters saying their catchphrases. So you have Daphne goes Jeepers, Velma says Jinkies, Shaggy says Zoinks, Scooby-Doo says Ruh-roh, and then it pans over to Fred, pauses for a second. Fred just screams "fuck" really loudly.
Fred doesn't have a catchphrase, does he?
No, he doesn't. It's actually a running gag in, I think, Mystery Incorporated.
I was never a Scooby Doo kid. That was always my brother. He was always really into it.
I like Scooby-Doo.
I love how the Master just like gets the entire town on his side.
You are but a submissive in my BDSM cult.
No. No.
I'm going to make Damon's a porno. It will happen.
Make the poster right now, and I'll make it a thumbnail.
Master is having an orgasm. Bach has come to suck his dick.
Why does he say that after the other guys then?
The master just orgasmed with Bach so hard that somebody else exploded. Good little submissive. Good little submissive.
Why?
Mass whippings for all.
What?
Is this the point where the helicopter blows up?
Yes. No, not Yates. He's still a virgin.
That's a lie. The Brigadier has definitely rammed him at some point.
Did he just get... Okay. Thought he punched him in the
I
neck
thought you were
for a
going to say
second.
that he you were gonna say that he just get fucked.
He just got fucked in his ass, bro.
Fucking hell. Oh my god. Because, like, Yates is gay, right? I think that's been said
Yeah,
before.
they establish that in the books, don't they?
I think. I can't remember which one. Either that or it's like a probe thing or something like that.
Is he in Probe?
I have no clue. Probably.
I must turn to Hornet's Nest, Demon's Quest, and Serpent's Quest, the 2009 BBC radio dramas. Explode. Boom. Wow.
I know they wanted Yates to be like a love interest for Joe.
Well, yeah, they have her straight up go on dates with him, don't they?
Yeah, yeah. There's also that one short trip where, like, Mike, like, checks her out and they write, like, Joe in a bikini in weirdly, like, specific detail.
What?
Yeah, it's that one where it's the one where the Master and the Doctor switch bodies, the switching. That one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh.
Yeah. It's a shame.
Oh, so it was the script for the wedding of
Wedding of what?
Sarah Jane Smith.
Oh, okay.
He apparently runs a bookshop with the dude from K9 and Company.
What?
Osgood! 1970s reference.
I think
What was it with Moffat being like, yes, let's make a random character the daughter of this random unit character?
hey, Sergeant Tom Osgood is a fucking legend.
Oh no, Joe's dead.
End of the show.
The cliffhanger scream. Doctor Who's canceled after that. There isn't
Very
a
much.
conclusion.
Like, okay, can we just talk about, like, how it makes no fucking sense for Nyssa and Tegan to be a couple?
Yeah, no, that's just
Like,
I don't
like I
get
don't
people
mind,
who
like,
ship
like
them.
I don't mind them being gay, other than the many times that Tegan has checked out men. But I mean, like it makes no sense. Like from like in no version of either of their characters' endings could they end up together as a couple on Earth. Like,
Like, yeah.
yeah, it makes no fucking sense.
When does this happen?
The Sarah Jane Adventures epilogue that Russell wrote.
Oh,
Yeah. Farewell, Sarah Jane.
Not
That
valid
was-
on TARDIS Wiki.
It is apparently though. Yeah, it makes no fucking sense at all.
Like the Doctor would just walk into it.
Well, Brigadier,
that's-
you're a dick and I'm tired of your shit on this planet.
Commits suicide.
That's the end of Doctor Who. That's where we never come back from cancellation.
So Hungrier Than Cold Blood is mostly a remake of the Silurians, except when it decides to take this bit from the Daemons.
What?
The village being trapped in a dome.
Okay.
Okay.
B-movie! B-movie!
Here's the thing. That's just that is not a fact. That is just bad math. It is aerodynamically possible for a bumblebee to fly.
Sean Pertwee narrating the movie instead of Morgan Freeman. Yes, please.
Hell yeah.
A lot of characters spend a lot of time passed out in beds in this story.
Yeah. Yeah. Fucking love Delgado in this story.
He's sweaty man.
Is this?
I was gonna
Is
say,
this the cliffhanger? This is. This is.
I was gonna bring that up. Look how fucking sweaty he is.
He is sweaty.
Wait, is this the
boy.
cliffhanger where the danger is the master is in danger?
Yes.
Yeah. There's there's this one like live performance that I watched of Elvis Costello. I don't know if either of you are familiar with his work, but he's just like drenched in sweat the entire fucking time.
Bruh.
And next episode we get the man, the myth, the legend, Stephen Thorne.
Yes. Yes. Huzzah! Huzzah!
Azal.
What do you guys think the weakest Stephen Thorne Doctor Who performance is? And why is it Hand of Fear?
I was gonna say, unfortunately, it's probably Hand of Fear,
Oh, it is
But I
definitely
do-
Hand of Fear.
but I do still like him in Hand of Fear. I just prefer the other Eldra.
I
mean,
not
here's
Hand
the
of
thing:
Fear
the
or-
male Eldred is just kind of a dumb, just like it's a dumb, boring design.
Yeah.
It's also a dumb, boring character.
Hey, fuck off, dude. Jesus.
Hand of Fear is dumb and boring. Get named.
Brian, why do you just hate? like,
Okay,
classic
that I
Doctor
will not accept. That I will not accept. Hand of Fear is fucking brilliant, bro.
Get Nene on.
Dude, fuck off.
Also, Armageddon Factor is great. I'm just bringing that up.
The Dæmons, Part 4, starting in 3, 2, 1, go. So, we're now 4 episodes into the Dæmons. Brian, what do you think so far?
That's what I think.
It's good shit, isn't it?
Maybe this will be the viewing that actually changes Brian's mind.
No.
I haven't heard him say anything overtly negative, though.
No, he
I'm-
hasn't. Like,
The issue is I don't hate this story. I'm just not entertained by it. I'm just mildly bored. it's like I watched this story, right? And I come away with it feeling like, well, I just wasted like 2 hours of my life, but for some reason I'm not mad about it, and I'm not happy about it either. I just sort of feel like I killed 2 hours of my life. Cool, whatever.
Oh, sweat. Shit. Fucking looking through my Twitter bookmarks trying to find that Tom Baker video. I came across. I shouldn't say. I'll wait till in between recordings. Fuck.
What did you come across?
Oh, fuck. Fine. Okay. A very prominent person in the Doctor Who community congratulating Noel Clarke for a very powerful speech at the BAFTAs.
Who? Who? If it's on the internet, it's public. It's public. It's in the public. You can say who it is, Joey. I want to know.
No, no, I don't want to because it's gonna seem like I'm shitting on them. Here, okay, fine. I'll share it to our Discord chat. There it is. There.
Who I think it is. I'm going to be disappointed.
There.
Ah,
I love it. It's funny.
It is who I thought it was.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Damn.
You refused to say the name, and I was like, I know who that is.
Yeah. Should have done that was a dead giveaway. Fun times. Surprised they haven't deleted the tweet, like knowing they're how they are.
Yeah.
Huh.
John Pertwee's cravat keeps changing how it's tied, and it's making me angry. It started off one way, and now it's a completely different way. Hashtag Omega better than Azal.
I'm trying to find this fucking Tom Baker video. Because I'm surprised you've never seen it, Brian. I should probably give context. Nobody was here for this. In between, I was trying to tell Brian about the complete history Tom Baker promotion video. It's really fucking funny where he like does the screech at the end. Oh come on, it's so funny.
Is it literally just him going, Doctor Who, the complete history collection, only $1.99? Oh!
Yeah,
yes.
that's literally it. Yeah.
That's all it is.
Wait, have you seen it though?
No, I haven't.
Oh fuck! Okay, hang
You
on.
must have seen it. You must have seen it.
Oh fuck! Hang on.
I just know how Tom Baker would do it because that's how I would do it.
Here, you know, let's see how far a search for Tom Baker screech will get me.
Tom Baker screech.
Probably far, honestly. Okay, wait, not as far as I thought. Never mind.
But yeah, if I was Tom Baker and Tom Baker was me, I'd totally be like, Doctor Who, the complete history collection, only $1.99.
It's so funny, like how close you are to how it actually is, knowing that you've never seen it.
Well, because I do the screeching thing. I know how it works when other people do the screech thing.
Found it. I found it. I found it. I found it. I
Send
found
it
it.
to me.
And it will never leave my sight. Okay. Once again, going to the Discord chat. I'm going to share the tweet that I found it in.
We love a bit of mislooming.
It's true. It's true.
Doctor Who, The Complete History, Edition 1, 199? Was that too naturalistic?
Oh no, that's amazing. That's better than I thought it would be. Holy shit.
We're gonna get, you know what? We're gonna get so many good comments on this video. Just for the sheer insanity.
999. Ah! It's so
Here I
good.
am trying to enjoy the Dæmons.
Then Brian just blasts that through the fucking call.
Yes.
That came through
You
so
know what?
fucking
I
bad.
still am enjoying the Dæmons because the Dæmons is just that fucking
Brian,
good.
Brian, I gotta say, like that came through. That was so much funnier than it had to be. Like the way you just blasted it through, and then your laughter over top of it.
Oh, so good. Oh,
Oh my god, I love it.
that was pretty good. I liked it.
You know, this is probably one of the more extensive uses of location filming in like up to this point in Who.
Yeah.
Like really this season in general, but this story in particular. I suppose actually, yeah, they really did get to do a lot of location filming starting with this season, didn't they?
I
Just now
really
that I
like.
think about it.
Oh, hello, Joe.
What? Oh, Joe. I thought you meant me for a second.
I didn't realize Joe was in the bushes, that she fell over. I was just like, oh, hi.
No, fuck. I hate everything.
Does anybody actually call you Joe?
You know what my mom does? Like almost exclusively.
Huh.
Yeah.
Joey suits you better.
I had someone at work call me Jake today, and that was just like, don't like that.
You slaughtered me the time I called you that.
Yes.
Yeah. Sure.
However, this person is a doctor and a PhD, and like.
So curse him out is what you're saying.
I can't bring that fuck you Brian energy to
reality. Well, I opened that DM from you earlier today where you said, I can make it, and if Brian can't, well, fuck Brian. And I was like, damn, boy, he's standing up for himself, boy.
I'm listening. I sent to the chat earlier today. I was like, "Hey, are we still up for the commentary today?" And Jacob goes, "Yeah." If Jacob's like, "Yeah, I still can." If Brian can't, fuck him.
Well, it's because this is the second time we've tried to schedule this. And
okay, but don't blame Brian because I was the one who couldn't make it the first time because I had a rehearsal that was switched.
Oh right.
Yeah, so that was my.
Why was I blaming Brian?
Because you're just always mad at Brian.
I mean, it's fair. I am an enraging person. Dealing with me is infuriating.
True.
Many of the cast and crew from the novel adaptations can probably attest.
We love you, really.
I don't know if Taya does.
Wait, what happened?
Nothing. I've just always gotten the impression that I annoy Taya. I don't know why. I don't think I actually do. I just think I'm insecure.
I was just saying, Brian, I think you're just self-conscious
Yeah,
and insecure.
trust you, you're fine.
Look at that man's hair! Wait.
Did Jess Jurkovic ever do a transcription for music from the Dæmons?
What?
Jess Jurkovic, the jazz pianist who had been doing some transcriptions of Dudley Simpson's music. He just released his version of the City of Death suite.
I keep seeing tweets about her all day.
Why does John Pertwee run like he's got shit in his pants? Did you see that?
Sorry. Okay, I'm back. Hi.
Did you see John Pertwee running like he just shat himself?
No, I did not. I wasn't paying attention for a second. Do we want to talk about the fucking Alec Baldwin killing a woman thing? Or, I mean,
I think you
like,
already saw my opinion on it on Twitter.
I did, yeah. But at the same
It's
time, like,
very
we
much
don't know
why-
everything that happened.
I guess, but like if
This
that
happens
is
when
what
you replace
happened,
your union.
like,
Didn't they replace their union crew with non-union? Because
What
of the
I've
strike?
gathered is it seems the consensus is that he was actually like filming the scene, like in the middle of filming a scene or a rehearsal or something, and for some fucking reason the gun was loaded.
Why would they give? Why would they?
I
Why would
mean,
they have a loaded gun?
there's a reason people keep bringing up Brandon Lee. Like,
Why would you have a loaded gun on set?
I don't fucking know, man.
Because this was a live round, right? It wasn't a blank. Because I know Brandon Lee's death was a
Yeah,
blank.
no, there's a live.
Right.
Apparently, it was supposed to be blanks, and for some fucking reason, it was a live round.
well, if it turns out that he wasn't doing anything wrong and somebody handed him a loaded gun, I guess that's not on him.
Like I would say like Alec Baldwin is a fairly professional actor who wouldn't just be fucking around with props, you know.
I'd hope not, you know? But like my stance on that hasn't changed. If you're fucking around with props that aren't necessarily yours, or
Especially a
the
gun.
time to be
especially
fucking
a
around
prop
with them,
gun, too,
and you end
like-
up killing somebody, you should be charged with
Well,
a felony.
I think the people who need to be charged are perhaps like if it turns out that like this was like the people in charge of props were non-union, and because people were like
I think that's what we heard, because I think someone who was working on the set actually spoke out and said, yeah, they had like 4 non-union people there.
well, because what we're still in the middle of the IAS. What is it? We're still dealing with the I know the 5 letters, but I don't know what order they're in. I know it's IA. It's either SCE or TSE. That strike, which is very important. Very important. Strikes are important.
Oh, this shit.
I
is-
love this.
This is done really poorly in the book.
But it's fun as fuck here.
Like, here's why I was so.
So this is before the Wicker Man, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
But you have such a Wicker Man vibe. Like the mother grabbing her child and being like, "Nope, you're coming inside. This is gone weird."
I think I have not stated how disappointed I was with the novelization of this story enough, because I was hoping.
You did state that.
Well, I'm gonna tell you deep level of my disappointment with the novelization. Because, like, you already know, based on just everything that's been said in this commentary so far, I'm not a huge fan of this story. What I look
And you're
for
fucking
what I look for in novelizations is something to make me like the story. So, like, I initially did not like Colony in Space. I listened to the Doomsday Weapon, and I fell in love with it. I was hoping something similar would happen for this story, and the book is so much worse. It's so bad. I was genuinely upset, and it turned me off of Doctor Who for like 3 months.
what? It's fucking whack, man.
I was just like, you know what? I'm Doctor Who'd out. This was a couple years ago, though.
It was the fucking Dæmons Target novel. Are you fucking serious?
I'm serious. I was like,
I'm
you
eventually
know-
going to listen to the audiobook version of that, and I will tell you if I agree with Brian.
Well, it had come at like the end of a rut of like shitty Doctor Who I had been engaging in. Like, there was this time where story after story after story that I found and bought and like tried to enjoy, because I would listen to them when I would go to the gym, right? It was just
Oh, yeah.
bad and bad and bad. And then 5 hours of The Demons by Barry Letts just killed it. It was like the straw that broke the camel's back, and I was just like, you know what?
I don't know what it
Jesus
is,
Christ,
but,
I'm
like,
done.
I don't know what it is, but like, I don't know. I don't get like exaggerating hatred for certain Doctor Who things. I think like when you really do feel like you've experienced like the worst of the worst and you sat through fucking all of it, like I feel like it like gives you like a more laid back perspective on like what is actually bad Doctor Who. Like I listened to all of Tales from New Earth.
Well,
And I feel like that was the point. Like that was the point where I was like, it really cannot get worse than this. There's nothing else. Like I should be appreciative of even bad Doctor Who stories because it can't get as bad as Tales from
I
New
will
Earth.
say, Joey, it did succeed in one thing. I appreciate the TV version of the Daemons a lot more now, because it's
See, see, there it is.
pretty okay compared to the fucking book.
Or you know what? You know what'll give you an appreciation for bad Doctor Who? There's this story in fucking Decalogue 5
I know
Called
exactly
the-
where you're going with this.
called The Milk of Human Kindness, and it is the single worst piece of anything I've ever experienced.
What?
Yeah,
The milk of kindness?
The Milk of Human Kindness.
Can I get a plot summary?
Oh. The writer's
Humans.
vulgarly disguised fetish.
What?
Humans are experimenting genetically with producing milk from their bodies, and it's weirdly sexual, and it's just terrible. It's oh, I hate it. I hate it so fucking much.
Somebody
And
had
I
a
spent
titty milk fetish. That's so gross. Who wrote it?
Yeah.
I must shame them on Twitter.
Liz Sorbet is her name.
Shit. I can't make fun of her because she's a lesbian. Damn it.
Cause she's wait what? Wait, say that again.
So
Brian.
anyway, I love this scene.
No, Brian, say it again. Say it really fucking slow. I want to hear you say that again.
I was hoping for a funny reaction.
Say it again. Say it, please. Say it really fucking slow.
I was like, shit, I can't make fun of her. She's a lesbian.
I can't. I fucking hate this. Why did we start doing commentaries again?
Wait, did they shoot the dude in the leg?
Because sometimes random shit comes out of my mouth and it's funny.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Now that we're focusing on Bessie, so Paul Myers is wrote a spin-off just starring Bessie, the car.
Is it called Bessie Come Home?
Yes.
I don't want to listen to it.
See, it's by Paul Myers, so it's probably great. Has Paul Myers written anything that you would classify as bad, Joey?
I don't think so.
Bessie, now I know. I was wrong. I messed up. And now you're gone. I crossed the void beyond the mind. It crossfades into who was the doctor.
Again, Mary had a little lamb backwards.
Lord.
They're gonna kill chicken.
What filled chicken?
They're gonna kill chicken.
What? Right.
Filled
I
with
thought he
chicken.
said shit filled chicken.
I mean, birds.
Birds
shit
do
a
shit
lot.
a lot. That is
Yes.
blue screen.
I think it's actually yellow.
Maybe.
Nat sat miserably while Susie turned her back and voided herself into the plastic bucket they had brought for the purpose. Her own small
Let's
breast
not read the
began to
milk of
swell,
humankind.
and she knew it was only a matter of time
No.
before she succumbed
No.
as well. She had never had a baby, or ever wanted to.
Hello,
But now
everybody.
she was
We are the
disturbed to feel an
Predators.
increasing
We
desire to
trying to
breastfeed.
stop
Her nipples.
this insanity.
Wait. Here we go. Her nipples were tingling, and she kept
No,
imagining how
no. We're just gonna cover this up. We're gonna
lips
cover
and
this up.
tongue. Please listen to this one sentence. Listen to this one sentence, please.
Oh,
Nipple,
Joey,
and she felt her, and she kept imagining how it would feel. Wait, listen for 1 second. Hang on. How it would feel to have her have lips and tongue drawing the milk from her. That is, oh my fucking god.
No, I don't. You know, that's very men writing women, but it's written by a woman.
The Dæmons, Part 5, starting in 3, 2, 1, go. The infant suckled uncertainly, and the boy knelt still.
No,
His wretched
Joey,
was covered in
Joey,
dust. Susie filmed it all for the world to see. Jeez.
Doctor Who, nipple milk of doom.
So, this is, I'm surprised they
A
never did more
5-year-old boy
five-parters.
sat up to his mother and said, "Can I have some milky, please?"
So we were doing so well.
See, but then, okay, here's the thing though, Jacob. Brian was making it sound like listening to someone read the Dæmons was like the worst thing he's ever been through. No, this is the worst thing any human could go through, is reading the human kindness.
Doctor
And
Who,
it's part of the reason why I'm probably never going to buy one Decalogue 5.
And I'm hurt even more because Decalogue 5 is the rarest Decalogue. I spent more money on this than I did on any of the other short story collections, and it's horrible.
See, I have Decalogues 1 through 4, and I'm content.
You could stop there. I wouldn't even blame you.
Decalogues 1 through 3 are
five
great.
novels.
I haven't read 4. Looking at the writers list, it's probably at least okay.
Joey,
See,
can
4
you
is
give me a scan of the nipple milk of doom so I can read it for my YouTube channel?
I think I have a PDF version of Decalogue 5 somewhere.
Dude, if you do, send it to him. I want to hear Brian read this.
I'll do it in my Peter Purvis Hartnell impression.
Yes.
Is there like really only one story that's worth reading out of that, and that's the Lawrence Miles one?
Yeah, because it's the Benny one.
No! You shoot my boy Bach. He shoots you with his cum.
What? Yo, Brian.
The
you
master
should-
literally just went, no, Bach. I am the master.
Brian, you should work on the Deceit trailer right now.
You
Okay.
should. Yeah, for those listening, Deceit comes out. The Deceit trailer will be out on
I only have, like-
Saturday,
I only have like 20 seconds of it.
October 30th.
Like,
Yes, you are correct. Jake.
Did I get the date right?
Yes.
And then Deceit
yeah.
itself is out on November. Starts releasing on November
wow.
I can't
20th.
I can't remember. It'll be somewhere.
The 20th or 27th. It's one of those two. Because aren't we doing behind the scenes right out like the day after Christmas?
I think so. Yeah.
So it's the 27th.
The Milk of Human Kindness is 31 pages long. It is.
It's 31 pages too long.
Yeah, that's true. That is true.
So it'll take about an hour to read.
Just sounds like a weird thing. Like,
Yeah.
Like-
It's horrible.
Who's the main character? Because Virgin's not using the Doctor by that point, right?
No, it's Decalogue 5 is basically just a sci-fi collection, but there's a Benny story, so it's like they're all meant to be set in the Doctor Who universe to some degree.
That sounds awful.
Yeah.
at
Yeah.
least Decalogue 4 had the very strong theme of let's explore the Forrester family.
Yeah, and Decalogue 4 is honestly my favorite Decalogue. I fucking love it.
Like,
There's a
Why
Kate
does
Orman
this
story
book
in there. So
exist?
there's a Kate Orman story.
in Decalogue 4, yeah.
I got saliva all over my microphone when I was making noises over you trying to read The Milk of Human Kindness. It's nasty. I'm gonna wipe that off.
You know, it's kind of surprising that the book's range just rarely went full fan service of let's just do sequels to all of these classic stories.
Yeah.
Like, when they did, the VMAs got very clever with it, generally, mostly.
Oh, so I have ordered the last of my Pertwee targets, so I'll have all the Pertwee targets soon.
Nice. Are any of those rare?
I don't think I really had to look far for many of them.
I mean, I don't, because like Pertwee and Baker, most of their stories were novelized either
Yo.
during their era or right
Yeah.
after their era.
Yeah, so there weren't really any like
This-
difficult to find ones.
This story is just the Master getting way too into heavy metal.
Yes.
Yeah, sure.
And it's great.
I figured it out because you keep seeing him make the sign of horns. He's just rocking out, man. He's at a Dio
Well,
concert.
hasn't Katie Manning once been in a relationship with Jimi Hendrix?
Yes, I think so. I remember her,
What?
I remember her saying that it was a very brief relationship with Jimi Hendrix.
No bloody way.
Yeah, Katie Manning dated like a lot of people at the time. It's really no surprise.
One of them was Jimi Hendrix.
Yes.
Crosstown traffic. I didn't mean to run over you.
And she dated like both the Joe love interests from season 10.
Yes.
Yeah.
She's
One of
still
those.
friends with Stuart Bevan.
Yeah.
Like they're delightful on the behind the sofas for season 8.
Mhm.
So I have season 24. I can't wait to get to it so I can start watching the behind the sofas. Just because I have to imagine Colin Baker being absolutely delightful.
I was trying to get my season 24 Blu-ray yet.
Yeah, you should. You should. It's kind of telling they're kind of doing like the generally regarded as weaker seasons, but they're like marketing them really well.
See, here's the thing. Season 24 actually slaps, and everyone hates on it.
See, I like half of it.
I do too, but I actually kind of have a soft spot for Time and the Ronnie.
What is it with
Time on the Ronnie is at least a fun watch.
Yeah.
We don't need
What is
to
it
talk
with
about
McCoy's great.
Delta and
I
the
lo-
Bannerman.
I love McCoy and Kate O'Mara.
what is it with Pertwee villains and shooting fire from their hands?
That's how they come.
Gasm.
Yeah. Have you given a listen to any of the Lucifer Rising lines yet, Brian?
Stop asking me questions you know you're not going to get a good answer to.
Well, no, I just wonder if you gave them a listen at all, because there's some really good ones in there.
Not yet. I'm excited to get to work on it, though.
It's gonna be good. It's gonna be a damn good project.
I'm in a lot of it, so of course it will be good. I was genuinely being sarcastic, but damn.
Wait, I love the subtitle for that. Roaring in pain.
You grow, then shrink. Bach had a bit too much to drink last night.
Bach's a fucking legend, dude.
And this is how Osgood dies. Oh, unfortunate.
No, wait, what? No, he does not die. My guy.
Because he has to have a daughter who shows up in the new series.
God, Brian, fucking idiot.
Here in my car, I'm safe as can be. Yo,
Yo, I got access to community posts on
So did
YouTube
I.
recently, and that was a mistake.
have you been
And,
posting
yeah,
on
that's
it?
gonna be.
I wonder if they just like took away the threshold altogether, or if it's just significantly lower.
Maybe?
Maybe which one?
Either of them. Oh, Caleb just got Time Worm Revelation in.
Hey, let's go check that out.
That was a cool fucking shot. The doctor closing a door on an explosion. That was pretty rad.
And First Frontier. You left out First Frontier, Jacob. You dick.
Yeah, First Frontier is good and all, but it kind of is. If you're gonna mention one of those two stories, it's gonna be Revelation.
See, that's weird though. I guess like if you didn't know anything about the books, I guess First Frontier would seem more enticing though, wouldn't it?
Well, if you know who the villain is in First Frontier, which I don't know how well known that is, honestly.
I think it's really well known. I think like everyone knows who the villain in First Frontier is.
Yet no one knows who the villain is in Primetime.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I had no clue. I went into Primetime and I was like, "Whoa, this guy's here." Fuck.
Yeah, that was me too. I was like,
Who could be
what?
the villain of Primetime?
No one important.
See, but then it's weird because then they do a fake out and it's like, "Oh, it's not really him." But then the actual version shows him. I was like, "Oh, fuck. Okay, cool."
I feel like I need to read more of the Seventh Doctor PDAs.
They're good. They're really good.
They're good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Primetime has a really cool looking cover.
Dude, Primetime
That's
is brilliant.
Stephen
I
Cole
fucking
in
love
monster suit.
that. Is yeah. I love the Storm Harvest cover because I love the Krillitane.
The
It's just the
Krillitane.
krill.
Wait, what is it? Wait, what did I say?
You said the Krillitane.
Jeez, what is their actual name? Fuck me.
The
The
Krill.
krill.
The Krill. Okay, Krillitane's the fucking 10th Doctor ones. Okay, never mind. Fuck me.
So Joe,
really
because this is the first talkie YouTube video you've done in a while, what are your feelings on Russell T Davies coming back?
I'm sure it'll be fine. I don't know. I said this on the live stream earlier today with Dylan. I was like, I mean, I don't really give a fuck who the show's in the hands of. I kind of want it to be canceled already. like whether I like it or like whether I like it or not. I'm like, okay, it's gone on long enough. Can we just fucking end it?
Maybe RTD's come along to finally do that. It's like I bring it into this world. Now I end it.
He's gonna come in like the fucking Sutek and Pyramids of Mars. I bring Russell's gift of death.
I just hope Series 13 is decent. That'd be nice.
No, it's sort of meh as the Jodie era's been. At least there are a couple good ones in there somewhere.
Yo, the live stream today, there was fucking Divas of the Punjab slander, and I was not having any of that.
That is
Good.
There was Demons of the Punjab slander?
Yeah, both
What
Connor
the
and Dylan fucking they just don't like it straight up. They're like, fuck off.
Well, Connor and Dylan are
Fuck
both
them
on the
to the
everything about
moon
the
and
Jodie
back.
era is terrible now.
Well, Connor thinks everything that isn't RTD. He's like, not my RTD though.
Well, I think doesn't he think RTD is like the perfect writer when he's not?
Okay, wait. Stop, don't slander Connor. He still hasn't made the thumbnail for this yet. Wait, hang on.
RTD though.
What was I gonna say that? Oh yeah, but yeah, they're hating on demons. I'm like, okay, but why? Why? I know Dylan's main argument is that it could have been a pure historical. And I'm like, no, it couldn't have. It fucking the Thajarians like enhanced the story. I think.
So do I. I actually like their presence.
Yeah,
they're for people who go on and on about themes, they're a very important thematic presence.
yeah.
Also, It Takes You Away is brilliant.
It is. We were also talking about how they're expecting Maxine Alderton's episode of Series 13 to be good, and Dylan was like, well, I mean, one good episode doesn't necessarily mean quality all around. I was like, yeah, look at Ed Hunt, like Orphan 55 is shit, but It Takes You Away is brilliant.
Yeah. So I think Orphan 55 would be better if it was like a two-parter.
I think Orphan 55 would have been better if it were a lot longer, because there's a lot of potential. The thing
Yeah,
that makes
it's-
Orphan
it
55
probably-
so sad is that there's a lot of potential to tell a really good story. It suffers from 45-minute syndrome really fucking bad.
I said it
Wait.
when I
Speaking of those two stories, we all saw that Ed Heim was like fucking arrested, right?
yeah.
Was he?
Yeah, he was arrested.
Why?
He was at a protest. Yeah, put his money where his mouth is, I guess. You know.
This was before he started work on Doctor Who too.
Huh. I didn't know
Yeah.
that. Is he still writing the Blu-ray trailers, or is that someone else?
That was Pete McTeague. That was never
Oh.
Ed Heim. That was Pete McTeague.
Okay. Because I really like
Or
the
as I
Blu-ray trailers.
or as I've actually heard people pronounce it, Pete McTie or Pete McTiggy.
What the hell? Anyway,
Not even kidding.
what did
I've
you
heard
think of
people
the
actually
season
say
7?
it.
Wait a minute, Joey and Jacob. I have to ask both of you. What did you think of the season 17 trailer with David Gooderson as Davros?
It's good shit. It's good shit.
I
It was a pleasant surprise.
I really enjoyed his.
I always said David Gooderson was a good Davros.
So have I. I really enjoy his Davros performance. It's
Destiny's just shit.
it's nice to hear him with the proper effect on his voice too.
Yeah. And a new version of Shauna.
Another one. All things.
Finally, the definitive Shauna.
Even though the last one was supposed to be definitive.
They're all supposed to be definitive.
The next digital format comes out, we'll have another definitive version of Shada.
Definitive Shauna.
Definitive Shada 2.0.
Look at fucking Roger Delgado run.
Hey. Don't knock it till you
the way that one fucking cultist tripped. I love that.
Look, I know you thought Roger Delgado running was funny, but don't knock it till you've tried wearing a big ass cloak like that, bro. It fucking sucks.
I wore like a really heavy cloak for when I did Hunchback of Notre Dame, and yeah, it was a pain in the ass to move in. It was really bad.
Dude, when I did Cardinal Richelieu, I had to go upstairs, bro, multiple times.
I had to like make a really swift step up onto a bench in that big ass robe. Yeah, it's not easy.
During one of the rehearsals for Three Musketeers, I really wish we had recorded this show. We didn't, but there's a bit towards the end where Cardinal Richelieu gets choked up against a wall by D'Artagnan. And the actor who was playing D'Artagnan accidentally stepped on my cloak. And so we both went tumbling. And he was about to break character. And I was like, I just kept going on with the scene. I was on the floor. I hit my head and everything. I was hurting. But yeah, big cloaks like that are a pain in the ass.
I love that this is how the Master gets captured. Just the Doctor has a remote control installed on his car.
Joey the meme!
Oh no! 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 No, Brigadier, you'll damage my car!
And then the Eight Doctors writes a sequel to the Demons that is terrible.
The Dæmons, you dick.
Fine.
They're
I'll
Dæmons.
repeat that then. The Eight Doctors writes a sequel to the Dæmons that's shit.
My dad's beard went gray. He had a beard that looked like Roger Delgado's.
Did he die like Roger Delgado?
No, he did not. He just
Oh, okay.
he was born with like jet black hair.
But no, never mind. I made a fucked up joke and it totally went over Brian's head.
What?
I said, did he die like Roger Delgado?
Oh, you. Well, I was talking about his beard, and he asked if he died, and I was like, no.
I love this story.
You meant, did he die in a horrible car accident?
Yes, yes, it's a fucking meant. Oh my god. Well, that was our first commentary in what, fucking 4 or 5 months, something like that. I don't know.
The last one you did was what, Mark of the Ronnie?
Yeah. And that was just me and Brian wanting to kill ourselves for an hour and a half.
Yeah, I don't even remember. Some
Dude,
commentaries.
that one is a blur. I remember doing the Enlightenment one with Jacob because I had just gotten my second COVID shot and I was like waiting for side effects to hit me, which they fucking did. I don't think I ever updated anyone on that. They fucking hit. Oh my god, they're horrible. Yeah, I got hit bad with side effects, but I'm good now. Stephen Thorne.
Middle 8 in the Pertwees. Nice.
Yeah. Well, this was this was a thing. Yeah, it was a thing. Fuck.
Hopefully you guys liked it.
I still don't.
I hope they didn't like it. Actually, I hope they had a horrible time.
Oh, that sucks. They should have.
I just wanted to feel what I feel. I just wanted to feel what I feel. That's it.
Being edgy and depressed.
Bye.